my friends. I don't know if I'll go to the town again today. But breathe with me here. Give me a second. Give me a second here. I might vastly rework my system for the refinery. Wait a second. Alternate recipe: compacted coal and heavy oil residue into turbo heavy fuel, and it makes more per minute. Hold on, chat. So let's see, my base plan, I have 1,500 turbo fuel. 900 divided by 5 times 4. Oh no, I'd only make half that turbo fuel if I made turbo heavy fuel. Nah. I mean, I'd still get X right away, but yeah. Alright guys, I have been contemplating for the past, well, half hour. If I could rework my refinery, I could probably put out 40 gigawatts. The rework would be a lot. But there's only one issue. The power usage, which there's actually an interesting caveat. If I turn this factory off, and let's see, I'm consuming max 7,000 megawatts. I could have. Oh, we're suffering issues. We're suffering issues, chat. We are suffering issues. Because when aren't we? Apparently there's a glitch in the game that can happen where it drains 5 cubic meters of an invisible internal buffer to every machine every time you load into the game. So is that why I'm flip-flopping? Experiencing choke again. I'm about ready to just shut this refinery down. Because in my opinion, I have a better idea. A way better idea. For what I can do with this place. You know, if I, let's see. So I could take the oil and turn it into I could divide it in 2 lines. 900 a minute. 900 oil a minute could go into plastic, and 900 oil a minute could, the other 900 a minute can go into rubber, producing 600 rubber, 600 plastic. My old method, right now we're producing 390 plastic and 390 rubber. So here's what I'm about to say. Be right back. makes me so pissed, honestly. I worked so long and a stupid ass refinery I built doesn't work. It was supposed to be this grand, amazing piece of work, and now it's not. Where is my headset? Are you freaking kidding me? Hello, viewer. No, I didn't. I saturate every pipe. I've done it 3-4 times now. And it will not work. I'm just thinking about switching over to turbo fuel. I think it's got to do something with Mark IIs. I'm pretty sure the Mark IIs are the problem. Because Mark IIs apparently are buggy as hell. They say 600 a minute, but it's actually like 580 apparently, is what I've heard. I mean, it's like at some points it reads to 600 a minute. Like, look, right there, look, it's doing it. Yep, I have. I've cleared any valves. Honestly, it sounds bad, but I'm thinking about rebuilding the entire system. But hear me out. If I do, it could be even more efficient than what I'm already leading on. If I rebuild this system, it will cost me time. But if I do it, that means I will get more fuel, I will get more power, more plastic, more rubber. But there's one downside. I need a shit ton of generators. So I don't know how long I'm going to be online. I might go to a climbing gym today. I said I'd go here. I said I'd go yesterday, didn't. A lot. Check this out. Hey, shit ass. You want to see me travel like a kilometer, shit ass? Yoink. Oh my gosh. And by the way, if I am running out, I have the potential to make what I estimate to be 19,900 cans of this stuff. This isn't even a good... By the way, that wasn't even a good launch, in my opinion. We're already 400 meters away. That was a bad launch, and to think that that's how far I can get with a bad launch, it's pretty good to me. I mean, yes. Thought there was. I think there are. There's one of them that does. Or was there? I thought I got rid of all the Mark IIs. I think there was Mark Is. Now, if there's any pump on this system, it's gonna say something for the landing. Oh, I will. If I run out, I got a parachute. We already got choke here. Saturated these prick pipes about 3 times already, and it's already messing up. There's that one. Okay. They're all Mark 1s. This is pure. You know, now I'm starting to think about this. I had Mark 1 pipes all throughout Crater Lake's generating facility. The exact amount of water. No more, no less. And Crater Lakes works. It works. Just fine. No, Crater Lake's generating facility uses complete Mark 1 units. Mark 1 plumbing. Because it was built far before I got into oil. I have Mark 2s, yeah. And by the way, when I started it, every pipe was saturated. Every oil pipe was saturated. Everything is essentially saturated. Oh, I know. I know this. For example, yeah, that's saturated, so HOR is saturated. And that, this year, by the way, before I did any changes, it was working. You can measure using the painted beams of the walls. So here, I placed this here, so it should work all throughout the branch afterwards, essentially, correct? After each connected machine. Right, you're telling me that essentially after each machine. What do you mean after each machine? It's going up here and it's going back down. Working right here. Yeah, I've started doing that. So, I don't know, my fix would be to underclock. That's or add a reservoir, and every time I reset a certain amount of times, shut the entire thing down and let the reservoir fill. Apparently, oh, look, there's one that's choking. But I was looking. Apparently, every time you like, there's a 5 cubic meter visible buffer, and apparently, every time you reset, it just deletes this 5 cubic meters. So that I'm like, okay, since everything's balanced. Got from the oil was lost. HR needs to tell pump. It does. It's a dual system. Yeah, look. Yep, I'm aware. Yeah, so yeah, you're right. HOR, of course, after it hits the refinery, the head lift is reset down to its 10-meter standard. Okay. Fuel needs a new pump. Yep, you're correct. Okay, so yep, this. Huh. Last time. Oh wait, I did do a full reset. I only resetted the fuel tank. This was that was what's it called? I know machines only give you 10 foot. Is this pipe still saturated? Yeah, of course it is. Huh. Honestly, I know it sounds bad, but I just might tear it down and make a brand new system. A system that is way better than this one. There's way more power, way more plastic, way more rubber. Trust me, I think I might know something. And if I build any fuel systems, I think I should make it... I should underclock the entire system by like 5%. And of the line, so that way the restart the bubble is backfilled. Honestly, I know it sounds counterintuitive and stupid at some points, but I might just build a new system. Because I've unlocked something special. You see, I have been going around hunting hard drives. And I think I might have just unlocked the key to a shit ton of power. And by the way, dude, I got 2 good recipes in my opinion. Coated iron plates and steel rotors. I chose steel rotors because one day, apparently what I've heard from this one old guy that does... Oh no. Oh no, I think I have a better idea. I'm starting to think about something. What if I did a tower of refineries? I would pump the oil to the top. Yes, it would cost me energy, but I could do a trickle-down system. Let gravity do the work for me after the pumps work. But hear me out, dude. Look. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. This is my, by the way, this is my impromptu biofuel plant. Are we out of biofuel? No, we just can't put any more things in here. Fresh biofuel. Look what I got. Dilute package fuel. Okay, now look, I know people are gonna say, oh my gosh, what? I tried to tell you that, but you said no, spoilers. Oh, by the way, don't beat yourself up. I actually spoiled myself on the dilute fuel before you even told me. Damn. The con is, I basically erased my work. But the pro is, so this is what I like to call a gamble. A gamble. I throw all my hard work out the window. In return, I unlock the chance to not generate 13 total. Let's see. My facility generates, with both grids combined, 11.295 gigawatts. If I do this system, it could generate up to 50. That's more power. And here's the thing. Do you know those plastic cells? Those are cells of 15 refineries. 15 refineries, by the way. And 15, there's 15, there's 30. So I need 30. So on the top, I can build a tower. 30 refineries. The top 30 will do all plastic. The bottom, the middle will do the rubber. Then these both will collect HOR to flow to the third layer that will package the that could package the fuel. Send it up and package it. Boom! You get a golden star. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Why waste power doing that? Package it and do that. Put it all the way up. Honestly, I could over-package. I could probably package everything and unpack everything. I'll still be I could still put out like a potential 30 gigawatts. No matter what I do, I could probably make the worst process you can do for this, and I'll still be making a ton of power if I succeed. But look right here. This is where I'm going to get smart here. Is this a smart idea? You can tell me. I need to get a good picture of my facility. Do you see these two... Oh, God grief. Do you see these two cells right here? Each cell has 15 refined... God. Oh, wow. You're just going to embarrass me on stream, iPad? Give me a second. I need to charge this battery. Okay. Now look at, right? Hear me out. Do you think this is a good idea? Because I do. Because look, I'll tell you. Wait till you unlock the blender. Correct. But the blender will get me about an extra 2 gigawatts. I'm going to say this, the blender's way better. The blender, I calculated it, I mapped it out, the blender is far better. But I don't want to be a greedy little shithead, but I really want that power right now. Do you see these two cells right here? Those cells, this is the plastic and the rubber cell. They each contain 15 refineries. What if I can erase them, combine them into a row of 30, stack that 3 times? And do you know what's right here? I need water to pump into the system, package water. Do you know what's right here? Frickin' water. I literally wouldn't even have to head lift or put head lift pumps for the water. It's right there. I could just literally get the water and import it into the facility. And then I could take the oil. I can even package it. I don't know if I'll package the oil, but either package or pump the oil to the top. Let it trickle down, and then it goes to the fuel, and then actually, you know what's great? Here's the thing. That's gonna package the fuel. Is this inconvenient and I have to unpack it? Yes, it is. But this is an opportunity. All I gotta do is just, not that much. I only just gotta, do this, and bam. I can head lift my fuel into the unpacking unit. No pumps required. And then I could put that into a system, and it does need about 40 refineries. I could let that trickle down. Let's see, if... It wouldn't save too much energy, but still. Actually, let's calculate that. It's 1,800 fuel a minute. That would actually, let's see. Let's say if I did use... I might use more Mark 1 pipes. I've seen people use Mark 1 pipes more than Mark 2s. If I did Mark 1 pipes, that would save me 96 megawatts at the most. High on plateaus. You're right. I could also I need 1,800 water to do this. Actually, wait. I don't even know if I need water on a plateau at all. The head lift of a water extractor, I'm pretty sure, is 10 meters. I could simply just, again, package the water right there and then. And then I could send the packages, the little containers. I'm gonna when I do make a return line, I'm gonna stuff it full of containers. Not the exact amount of containers that I need. I'm gonna stuff the belt full of them. That way it can't run out. Is this a sacrifice? Yes, but here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like this system, but I don't. It was great that I built it, but it's not working. I don't want to have to come back and keep fixing this. Sometimes, and you know what? Although it's hard work, and people can agree to disagree, or we can agree to disagree, sometimes what I like to do is just start over. But here's the thing. If I do make this work, we're looking at heavy energy outputs. Way better. Like, even if I say half, right? Let's say, let's see my math. So, the system uses 3,750 megawatts. So, without pumps, we're using 6,000 megawatts, right? If we produce, we would net 43,000 megawatts. If we cut that into a quarter, if we only burn a quarter of that turbo fuel, ready for this? If we only burn a quarter of the turbo fuel that we can total produce, we're getting almost 11 gigawatts. Only a quarter of this, and it's still better than what we're doing right now. We can produce up to 40 plus gigawatts of power. 40 gigawatts. We're producing, if the system worked, it'd produce 8.75 gigawatts. That's, what, 5 times? Yeah, that is a little bit over 5 times the power output. Look, I know nuclear plants will be built, and nuclear plants will be unlocked soon. Can you imagine what I could do with 40 gigawatts? I wouldn't have to build a power plant for ages. I also heard some people say I need to go into the teen gigawatts. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. We may one day have to go. We may have to go into the triple digit gigawatt range. I could do this plant over here, but I don't know. How many drop pods can I not get? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Oh, crap! Deuterium computer or rubber concrete. I'm gonna go with the Caterium computer because we got the silicon concrete. Huh. Where did all our computers go? Oh, there they are. Rubber. I feel stupid. What was it? It was heavy mod frames. These birds didn't have infatuation with my space elevator. How big can we get? How big? How much? We can't make the two refineries next to each other. But we can make a. We probably make. We definitely need to get in the habit of making refinery cells. I mean, honestly, if we can do that, what I just said, that plan, I think we can make a lot of power. Way more than what we're making, anyway. Motors, spiders. But do we need to unlock rocket fuel again? Rocket fuel's even better, but I don't know if we'll go. We could have, honestly, one day. Right, but wait. Turbo fuel is not the best fuel we can use. Empty fluid tank. Never heard of one of those bad boys before. How do we get that? You know, I'm gonna guess that we probably get that using some other thing. Like, you know, like increasing tiers. Okay, so my plan was to get, to start building the computer motor, crystal oscillator, high-speed connector, and circuit board factory, but I'm gonna have to pause that because I'm gonna have to build a better plan. Here's the thing. Will it take us time to build into to build another plant. Yes. But here's my reasoning. Mapped out on a blank concrete canvas before you go and make it. Guess you do have you do have a point here. And another thing we're gonna do, we're gonna make cells and put this together in pieces. Build pieces and put it together in pieces. You build 4 of them in a single thing. Interesting. Okay, so we've now established we can build 4 of these refineries into a single piece. Yeah. My prayers until the... So, I have mildly spoiled myself, so there's 5 fuels we can feed into the fuel generator. There is fuel, turbo fuel, rocket fuel, ionized fuel, and no, I don't think biofuel works. Does it? Does it? Okay, oh, liquid biofuel. So we got fuel, liquid biofuel, turbo fuel, rocket fuel, and ionized fuel. Fuel takes fuel, liquid biofuel, 20 cubic meters per minute. Turbo biofuel, 7.5 a minute. Rocket fuel, 4.16 repeating per minute. And ionized fuel, 3 a minute. I will say, so fuel goes from 750 megajoules per cubic meter to 2,000 for turbo fuel, 3,600 for rocket fuel, and 5,000 for ionized fuel. Ionized fuel, I've heard, is very, very late game. So we're not going to be seeing ionized fuel for probably like a month or 2. I would be surprised at this rate. It's not renewable. Exactly. There's no need there. We're not using biofuel, obviously, because again, it works, but we'd have to be killing things 24/7. And as much as I like exercising my Second Amendment on this game, I find hunting sometimes, even I find hunting to get very tiring every once in a while. Fit with plants and animals, which I have no idea. I have no problem mowing down the local wildlife in order to sustain my capitalist agenda, but anyway, as I was saying. Not sustainable. Yeah, by the way, I have somewhat spoiled myself on ionized fuel, and yes, I have heard it does take power stars. Which, of course, we could feed it, but one, we can't even make that. We can't even make that. And 2, even if we could, it's wildly unsustainable. Any non-automated process in this game should be readily avoided for power generation. For example, you could do biofuel, of course, and use it in the biofuel burner. But there's no need to, because what's the point of that? You need to use your time in this game, in my opinion, to build, automate, and, of course, make things more efficient. Spending that time gathering fuel is very, very tedious. The only thing I would think about if it was, the only time it's really useful is at the end of the game, when you don't have to do that much. But still, why would you want to be... Why go out and do that when you could just, you know, sit on your ass and watch your factory go all day long? But we got one. I might use it for trucking, but I would put long pauses. Alright, what do we got? Oh, nah. I want to use... I'm not going to do... again, you could do this, but I'm pretty sure smart playing's used for story mode shit. Pure iron ingot. And it's at the refinery. Okay, I'm going to take this. You can judge me, but here's the thing. I've read on the Wikipedia that you can use those pure ingot recipes to start phasing out smelter units. It costs more energy, if not wrong. But 7 iron ore to 13 ingots? With the addition of water? Here's the thing. If you disagree with that recipe, well, we got 23 more tries to do it. Oh, no, we can't do that. Oh, yeah, I'd say, I was a little bit, I was waiting criticism, but you know what? I've heard, again, I've literally read that, apparently, if you use pure recipes, you can literally just take smelters and just delete them. You could go and build a system that will, where you can never use, smelters ever again. And here's the thing. Here's a rule. There's an unlimited amount of resource. I can pull out from every node in this game. I can pull resources out into I literally, as a person, rot and die in my grave, and it will still keep going, well, until the universe explodes, or until the Earth is engulfed by the sun in about 1 billion years, and where every single human achievement will be completely bastardized and invalidated. But hey, as I said. So, here's the thing. There are an unlimited amount of resources per minute. There's an unlimited amount of resources per node, but there's a limited amount of nodes, which means one thing. I don't use them until I build my turbo fuel plant. Yeah, they're going to require a lot of power to do. That's the only con. Some alternate recipes are more efficient, but they use like a lot more power. But here's the thing. We only get so many resources a minute at max in this game. And those machines right there will help us stretch every last resource. I like to call that stretching right there. Stretching. And guess what? That's water. Water, in my opinion, I consider essentially infinite. Look at this. I mean, technically, you could literally take this entire ocean. Like, if I just plot it out right here. If I basically got right here. Oh, God damn it. If I built pure water right here, or like extractors, I could extract, hundreds of thousands of gallons, or hundreds of thousands of cubic meters. So guess what? I bet you if you combine every resource in the game, you'd have to multiply it by 100 times, most likely. Even probably up to 1,000 times to equate to how much water you can generate. So water is the one resources, in my opinion, we don't really have to worry about. I mean, come on. We're surrounded 3 sides by a damn ocean, for crying out. half size. I don't know, like 60% of this thing is surrounded by water. Like, look at all this water out here. We can always gather, and that's deep water too. We can gather tons of that. Trunk management. Oh wait, I might do the valve system. Do you think that valve system is like is worth it? What I mean by valve is that like I put valves to limit how many how much resources can go into that system. You know what I like to do with these pipes is I like to go here. I just like to go boop. So train all the ore into the coast and ship process ingots. Yeah. One day if I get my good factory going, I might just take a break and start just building highway systems and train tracks. The Apterian Transway Network. In Minecraft, I designed something called the Apterian Transway Network, a raised highway system where you have 2 lanes of highway traffic, and in the middle, you have a train. I could incorporate this into this game. Look at this. May I introduce you to what in my Minecraft world would be called the Apterian Transway Network. In the it might be hard to see, but in the middle you got your train tracks, and on the edge you got your roads. It could even be a layered construction. This system could A. transport me, B. transport trains, and C. transport power. They act as power lines, transfer vessels, and train tracks all in one individual thing. And the cool thing is, even though it's a more expensive design to have a raised highway, it would definitely benefit in areas, in forested areas, and especially this junk right here. If I build over there, we're building a raised highway, I'm telling you. 10 feet up? Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't know if that's really a good idea. What? I took my meds, I promise. I need to make a white pipe. White pipes, for now, will represent blank pipes that will need to be painted later. So, for example, I don't want to make it like all like blue or red or whatever pipes. And, yes, it will suck to paint pipes, but dare I say this, I actually kind of like painting pipes. I'm going to be honest with you. I find painting pipes to be very fun in this game. Like going down and painting and swatching them. I love that. I love painting the pipes. I thought about painting, if I ever get a house, I thought about painting pipes. Red for hot water, blue for cold water, and yellow for waste water. Oh, hold on guys, give me a second. I mean, to a certain degree, head lift doesn't matter if you're doing a inside. If you're running it inside. A bank of... Oh my god! Chat! Work! It's not your fault, by the way. It's a glitch. Alright, guys, what are we getting today? Oh, high speed. I like this. I like this. Wait a second. Oh, wait, no. You actually get way more copper-coated, well, more cables. But I don't know if I would really use this as much if I... Silicon. You know, I do generate... Oh, yep. Okay, first of all, before I even choose this, what is my normal recipe for those connectors? 56 Caterium wire, 10 cable, and a circuit board. Let me look at that one. Hey, you know what we could be doing while we wait? Throw another one in. So, it uses a bit more Caterium wire, but it replaces those cables with the silicon. That's like, in my opinion, it was looking like it's a... Oh. Yeah, I guess you could be right there. I'm gonna do it. Alternate recycled plastic or plastic AI limiter. These are more like, in my opinion, I don't know if I'll use this. Not immediately though. We also got this, which that makes 2 AI limiters. Okay, you can hate me all you want, but I'm gonna go for this one. We can agree to disagree, but in my opinion, those recipes are like okay. Now that's not me saying they're bad. Like for me right now, they're but I bet you later I'm gonna look at those and I could say, wow, that was a stupid thing. Shows you both recipes. Don't worry, you may be like, okay, oh, you probably lost a lot there, but I don't really mind if you really think about it. Most of the some are trash. Like, in my opinion, my worst I've seen is bio coal. I always reject bio coal. There's no use for bio coal, in my opinion. If it's not unmanageable, no. I have... It's a stupid idea, but I did choose the automatable portable miner. The only thing I could think that's used for that is that you could get, like, bonus points. Ooh, wait. I know I can calculate ahead. Watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So directly up to there. The basic iron recipe is good if there are no water close to you. But if you have limestone out, yeah. So we should not do this more than... So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's theoretically the max we should go. If not as much, yeah. I will say, that was a good thing to do last night that we did the alternate recipe, or the hard type hunt. So no more than 5 meters. Okay, so like, look at that. That's level. So if I go up here, there's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and boom. We can't... This is the highest I think it can go, theoretically. $8 meters. From the top of the tallest part of this pipe to the literal floor, it's 9 meters. So that's less than 10. You know what I'm about to say? The refineries are, it can be annoying because some refineries, they take in both liquids and they take and produce liquids and take and produce solids. And I have to customize them slightly, but maybe I could make classes of refineries. Like a rubber cell, or a plastic cell, or whatnot. Oh, wrong. Use the painted beam. For what? I know the painted beam is useful, but like, for what? It'll give you a visual ruler. Yeah. So, I mean, this is a little bit wrong because it's from the floor, but you wanna know why I measure from the floor even though it's wrong? Because I like... Not doing that shit again. No, thank you. But the reason I did, the reason I like to, I measure from the floor is because it literally adds head lift. And what I mean by that is that it gives me, yes, it gives me a least accurate measurement, but that is like, but you know, but do you know why I do that, right? Why I measure from the floor is that if I can measure... It's really hard to explain, right? Like, for example, that is... Like, this is if the odds were against me. If I go up here, then the little bit of measurement that I get off will assist me. It's very hard to explain. I'm not going to insult people's intelligence here. You probably get what I'm trying to put down. That's considered... Like, for example, here's what I'm saying. If it was all the way from the floor to up there, then this would be good. That's 100% good. Yeah, margin of error. I'm pretty sure, I know what margin of error is, but I'm pretty sure that's what I'm trying to say. Watch this, and I could probably do this. Yeah. Exactly, that is. Like, MOE. Exactly. Why do white pipes look beautiful? Or not a foot, but the meter. Meter is a way better thing than the foot. The foot sucks. Oh, wow. Has it seriously been 10 minutes? Are you kidding me? You know what I always do when I go here? I go here, and I just... Polymer resin. Or 6 inventory slots. I'm not gonna go for the inventory slots because I really, really want to go for the alternate recipes. Polymer resin is I don't really like that. That's I think I actually did some research with that alternate recipe and it's like 1 compacted coal. So it's like, oh god. No. I think the black pipes look beautiful. I like red pipes, black pipes, orange pipes, slightly teal with a side of purple and a little bit of hint of orange pipes. God, I mean, this is for like, like 1 extra sulfur, but, I'll take my loss. That's, I don't really like that much. I'll take that, of all things, over the charcoal. I could technically took the charcoal, that way I couldn't get charcoal anymore. But still, no. That wasn't a good recipe, in my opinion. Like, what the hell? What's wrong with this? Why is it, why is it like, I don't know. Yeah, honestly, if I build these cells, it'll definitely be a lot easier. I know. I think the reason why they're beautiful being white pipes is because, I hate to say this, but it's probably because I like, I hate chrome. I do not like chrome. I know it sounds bad, but I'm not a big fan of chrome. It's just white. White, in my opinion, is the most boring color. I mean, come on. It looks... I like black, red, and gray way better. Who doesn't? Huh. I'm stupid! It's not gonna work! I'm using mergers, my dumbass! Oh, I could build it into a manifold. Like, why is it not working? It's because that's the only position that can go. It's a freaking merger going into an output. It only has one output, my dumbass. Why are you not doing? Why are you not working? Because wow. I'm gonna upgrade these, by the way. Okay. There we go. That's a better manifold. I could do a 1-2 system. Oh. Alright, man. I have a nice one. The only problem I could see with this is if I'm going to build 5 of them, and this is only 4 of them, so that's kind of a pain in my ass. Pups? I actually need to upgrade these. Just input. So this is my, yeah, so this right here, I can build cells. So like I go, sack, 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 sack. I don't have to build the system. Cast screws. No, we're not doing cast screws. Cast screws suck! Cast screws. 20 screws a minute. The only reason I would do that is to bypass the, I mean, that is kind of, that is okay, but it does bypass the rod production. It's actually more efficient that way than rods. But, no. Unless it's using steel rods. Silicon circuit board. That's good. I'm getting that. Dude, I wouldn't need plastic for that. Holy shit. Where did my space elevator go? What the hell? I think my goddamn space elevator, bro. Some bullshit. Mm-mm. Let's see. Minute run, so if I left now, I get there at, see, if I left to go to Iron Coyote place, I can get there at 420. If I stay there for 6 hours, I can stay there, I can get out by, like, 6:20. You know, I have an idea. I bet you about this, like, place I'm going, this adventure park. I bet you it's like, oh, I think it kind of looks cool. But if I get in there, it's like, oh my god. Why did I not go yesterday? You know what, guys? I need to take a break. I need to go refresh. I'm gonna go do a climbing gym. Yeah, climbing gym. I'm working to become a wind turbine tech. I need to practice at climbing. Will this 100% substitute as a climbing course, like a professional training course? No. But I want to exercise my climbing ability. So yeah, peace out, guys. Be back in about I could probably be back by